night friends and giggles and smirks and everybody else out there behind two handlebars, you might see something a little bit different. I wonder what that might be. Well, everybody, Ram has a new bike. Not like a brand new bike, but a new bike. It's still a Victory, but now it's the Cross Country Tour Edition. I didn't really need the Touring Edition, but this bike is so loaded. Oh, hang on. Okay, kids, sorry, I had a little phone call come in, so let's get back to this. Yes, I broke down and bought a new bike. It's much more than what I needed / wanted, but my God, this thing is awesome. It's like driving around in my truck. Like, it comes with every creature comfort that I could want. I think the only thing that it doesn't have is GPS, but well, hey, that's why I have a phone. The phone gives me my GPS. But it's got stereo, full gauges, a nice little windshield, which is smaller than the stock windshield. The stock one sat really high, and I didn't like that because for how tall I am, I sat just below the top of the windscreen, so it was kind of an annoyance. Whereas this one here, it's nice and low. It gives it still a nice kind of clean look. I wish it was kind of tinted, but now I'm splitting hairs. But yeah, like the previous owner, he took care of this thing so well and did so many nice upgrades. A couple of the upgrades that were done to this bike is he upgraded the full stereo, so it's got a much better amplifier in it, much better speakers. He converted to the HID lights. What else do we have? We have the highway pegs down there, which I'm not really sure if you can see. But yeah, it's got the highway pegs. It also has the stage 1. Yeah, stage 1, or series 1, something like that. New intake and exhaust, so it's got a much beefier exhaust note, which I'm hoping that the mic is picking up, because geez, yeah, it's pretty nice. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, it's got a bunch of chrome trim on it around the bottom of the saddlebags. It's got the chrome trim on that. He also... Shit, okay, with the headlights. Already did the headlights. Speakers, stereo. Oh, he changed some of the tin parts on the engine and transmission. They're just like really cheap, but he put on aftermarket models for that, so it just cleans everything up, makes it look really slick. Yeah, that's about it. But Jesus, it's such a nice riding bike. I can still stretch my legs out a little bit. I'm still on the floorboards. I haven't even put my legs out onto the highway pegs. Like, that's just how nice it all is. And now we have somebody walking their dog. Please, doggy, don't come out here. Yeah, man, just so nice. Cruise control, like electronic cruise control, ABS, just everything that I could need. It's got a big ass trunk, which I will eventually show you. It's, from what the salesman said, it's big enough that I can put two full-size helmets in the trunk area. And now that's just the trunk. Then I got the two big ass saddlebags. Oh, man, I love this bike. Now, that being said, I have to give credit to somebody, actually a couple people. The first one would be my buddy, Darth Rob, because years ago, we came out to this dealership and we did a demo ride. And at the time he had his Victory Hammer. Great bike. God, that was such a nice bike. But he saw the Victory Cross Country with the Skull Edition in the showroom. You've seen it in one of my videos already. I got to take it for a quick little rip. And I kept bugging him about that because he was really, really hung up on that bike and he really wanted it. And I kept bugging him. Well, hey, that's what friends are for, right? Like help another buddy spend some money on another bike. So I got to give him some kudos because he is gonna shit a brick when he sees this bad boy. Now he wanted to be out here to kind of repay the favor, but unfortunately with the hours of the dealership and his hours of work, we couldn't just make the two happen. So I'm on my way right now over to his house just to kind of show off. And I already told him he's not allowed to take any parts off this bike to put onto his. The second person that I want to give a nice honorable mention to is another moto vlogger who goes by the name of Wolf and Crow. Or we'll see what his new tag is going to be, because he is Wolf and Crow used to be his Harley Sportster. Now I say used to because he was getting tired of the Sportster. I think it was a Sportster. I'm going to say it's a Sportster. And it had outlived his riding life. He wanted something a little bit more practical for him and his wife, significant other, for their trips, because it's not the most comfortable bike to ride two up on for a long distance. It's a great like city and quick country run style bike, but when you're going to go on a trip, not so good. So he sold off his, and I don't know Harleys, so I'm not exactly sure which one he bought. I want to say it was a Dynaglide, but again, I don't know Harleys, so I really don't know if that's the right bike. Either way, you guys should go check out his channel, Wolf and Crow, bringing moto vlogistics to you. I think that's his tagline, something like that. I can't get it right, and I apologize, Wolf, but that's the best I got for you. Yeah! First wave on the new bike. Yes! Yes! God, that feels good. So now, like I was talking with my wife last night, she really hasn't seen the bike in person yet. She's seen it in pictures that I showed her, and she already hated the bike. And the reason she hated the bike is because of the white paint job. She's just like, nope, I don't like it. It's white. I don't like it. Blah, blah, blah. And I think it's fucking sexy as all get out of town. You can't really tell right now, but it's called Pearl White, and it's got some sparkle in the paint. Like it just, so gorgeous. Anyways, well, we were sitting down last night. We were having a drink and a chit chat about the bike, and I said, well, you know what? Now I got to come up with a name for this bike, because, well, I've got the creamsicle because of the whole paint job, so I need to come up with a name for this bad boy, or bad girl. Bad girl. Yeah, we're going to call it Bad Girl. And we were tossing around some names, some really stupid names, like Snowflake, or like stuff like that. Well, I think we've got it narrowed down to two. Now, she doesn't really like the name that I picked out, which, whatever. I picked out Snow White, because it's so it's so fucking white. And the second name that we picked out was Elsa. Yeah, I know, from the Frozen movies. Now the problem I have with that name is, for me, when I think of the name Elsa, even though it's like snow and all that other kind of good stuff, I just immediately picture a very, very pale, like baby blue. I don't really picture white. That's kind of why I was going with Snow White. Even though, like my wife pointed out, Snow White, she wasn't a blonde. She had black hair, so that doesn't even really work. I still liked it. So yeah, I gotta come up with a name for this old girl. I just don't know what. Now we'll get into some more interesting things about the bike. Because it's a 2012, holy shit, we're not even doing the speed limit yet. Because it's 2012, it's got the 106-inch motor and the 6-speed transmission, like 5-speed, overdrive, whatever you want to call it. Heated hand grips. It's even got a heated goddamn seat. Not just for me, for my passenger. I know! It's got speakers in the trunk. Like, Jeebus! I love this thing! Ah, so nice. It tracks really nice. It's comfortable. Giddy up. Just got to start playing with everything else, which we were kind of playing with some of the stuff back at the dealership, of course. He's got to show me how everything really kind of works. I always said that I would never do that, get into like buying multiple bikes or whatever. Well, now I did. So I've got the creamsicle sitting at home, and now I've got this one. Don't know what I'm going to do with the creamsicle. My wife's bugging me about that. Asking me what I'm going to do with it. Asking me if I'm going to sell it. I don't know. I like it. I like it so much. Just because it was my first real, as I put it, my big boy bike. So I don't really want to get rid of that. I want to keep them both. But now that I've got the creamsicle and I've got this, maybe I could use the creamsicle and trade it off for a sport bike. Oh, calm down, Ram, calm down. Now you're getting crazy. Crazy! But no, in all seriousness, I got to figure out what to do with the creamsicle. I don't want to get rid of it. It's such a nice bike. It's great for around the city. It looks nice, it sounds nice, it rides nice. Everything about it, it's just nice. That being said, guys, I just wanted to do this. I should have done the full look around the showroom and showed you guys all that, and did all that, but I figured, no, I just don't. And it was my dumbass fault. I didn't turn on my camera when I was getting ready to leave, so I didn't get that footage. Sorry. But either way, I hope you guys are having a great, and I mean great, goddamn day. Because I am. In my corner of the universe, it's an awesome day. And a little side note, another reason why this day is so bloody awesome, today is the first day in a week that I've been able to ride. I got my medical restrictions lifted today because I wasn't allowed to do anything for the last week. And today is the first day I was able to do something about it. And what better way to do it than on a new bike? That's what I say. Now let's see if the cruise is gonna kick back in. It sure did. God, I love this fucking bike. Oh, baby. Giggity. Okay, kids. Well, for now, because I've kind of rambled long enough, this wasn't really meant to be any kind of a real vlog. It's just more or less me getting all jizzed over this new beast. So, until the next video, you guys and gals have a fucking fantastic day. Darth Ram, out.